Off we go from the ponderosa pines to the cactus and sagebrush. Camp Verde, Arizona, Montezuma's castle. Here we come. We had some minor technical difficulties on this adventure, but what can you do but roll with the punches and keep on moving forward? So right now we are on the I-17 heading south from northern Arizona down to Camp Verde. Out in the distance you can see some of the red rocks that surround Oak Creek Canyon and Sedona. Camp Verde is about an hour from Flagstaff and about an hour from Phoenix. It's the halfway mark between the two cities. Montezuma Castle, Montezuma Well, and Tuzigoot are all national parks that are nearby in Camp Verde. Heads up for those parents and teachers of 4th grade students. They can earn a free annual National Park Pass through a program called Every Kid in the Park. Check it out online. Here at exit 289 is going to be Cliff Castle Casino and Hotel off to your left-hand side. There's also going to be some people who are selling their homemade wares and foods and things like that along the side, and they're really good places to stop in and visit. We are here in April, and that is like spring break month across the United States. So it's a weekend in April, and the parking lot is super busy, and we got here early, and there's pretty good parking, but when we left, there were park officers directing traffic, and the lot was totally full. Like, people were parking on the side of the road, and they were walking down farther where you see these cones at when we pass the park officer. People were parked way up there and then walking down in. So get there early. The visitor center is straight ahead. You pay a small fee. I think it was like $5 for adults, and with the park pass, though, with our 4th grade park pass, everybody got in for free. We made it, and I hope you have enjoyed the ride so far. This is where we had some technical difficulties, and so instead of having video of Montezuma Castle, I have some old stills that were taken from the visitor park website, and then there is some stills that we have from our visit. This photo was taken in 1887, 30 years before Teddy Roosevelt declared Montezuma Castle a national park. 1930 was when some of the first ever restoration projects began, and in the back you can see a man standing on a ladder, and it shows you just how large in scale that this building really is. This photo was shot in 1946, showing a family climbing the ladders up to the castle. As recently as the 60s, I believe, you could still go ahead and climb into the castle. They had the ladders available, but now you have to go ahead and stick to the paths. It's a nice, easy walk through a cemented walkway path down to the creek. It's Beaver Creek, which is a tributary off of the Verde River. and you have, it circles around, the pathway circles around through the ruins and off through some other sections of the ruins, and then it goes down by Verde Creek, Beaver Creek, and back out. It's an easy path, lots of seating, lots of trees. It's nice and cool because of the creek going by. It's just really a neat place to visit. So we drove about 5 miles away up to Montezuma Well, and there the parking lot was totally full, and the parking was kind of far away where we could park at. And at that point, it was already the middle of the day, and we said, let's go ahead and come back and visit here another time. So we turned around and we went back to a sign on the road to the well that said Pithouse Ruins. And these are really neat. They are the holes in the ground that are left from where logs were buried, going upright, to create walls for housing or storage or gathering places. It was just multi-use kind of an area. We are going up to Jerome. Samantha fought to get to Jerome, and now she's saying, yay. Samantha's the meh right now.
Go back home so I can take a video of you taking a video of me.
No, I'm not.
While we're driving.
I'm not taking video of you. I'm getting right to the edge of you. I'm not getting to you unless you want me to put you on video.
One part of it.
So now it's going to get super narrow. Right, even more narrow than it already has been. That's why the speed limit goes down to 20. That's the Grand Hotel out there that's super duper haunted. They do all of their haunted specials. And you drive out that road right there, and there's cars on that have fallen off the edge. Walk down the edge of these sidewalks. There's just stairs that lead down to who knows where. That's right. The garages are just built into the side of the road. Butterfly. Coast City Inn. Bed and breakfast. Jerome Art Walk, first Saturday. Is that today? Today's the second Saturday. Nope, it's the first Saturday, I think. I think we're here for the art walk. Holy smokes. Part of the problem of coming to Jerome is finding parking. There's just no parking. Not all who wander are lost. We were meant to be behind them. And we're not lost. Jerome, Arizona is said to be one of the most haunted towns in all of Arizona. So we finally found parking. Up by the cool blue house overlooking the whole valley. And way, way, way out there is our peaks. We are so ready for getting our grubbing on. Rah, rah. There's a peek through that. Wait. I don't know how secure that fence is. So me and Lily are waiting for Daddy and Samantha, and we are standing in front of an art building here that used to be the New State Motor Building. Say hi. So you can see how the road winds around, and then it comes down here. And then goes all the way back down this way. All the way out there. So this is kind of looking out over Jerome. This is an old firehouse museum. Here, right there, is an old mining museum. This place is where we were standing at before while we were waiting for Scott and Sammy. And just on the other side of this building here is where we had lunch at. And as I turn, this out here is home. That's where we're gonna go to. And we're gonna drive through all those red rocks to get there. And this is the blue house that we parked by. charming. Oh, look at all the flamingos.